That look good to you? That looks good. That looks pretty good. All right. So, multi-steps. Multi-steps. Well, multi-step equations. All right. My expectation of y'all, well, let's be real. My expectation of you is to get this right. All right. So, we're dealing with multi-step equations. You're dealing with integers. I'm only going to be having y'all dealing with integers. I'm not going to be having y'all deal with any decimals or mixed numbers or nothing like that. You're just dealing with integers. Integers.
Isaac Costa to an office.
Okay.
Isaac Costa.
What are integers? Numbers going from negative infinity all the way up to positive infinity. Okay? That's what those are. Everybody, well, y'all should know this. Okay? Y'all are in algebra too. Come on. Right? Little things here and there for y'all to know about this stuff. And then I'm going to get into the equations. Obviously, y'all know how to add and subtract negative numbers, right? Yes? No? Maybe so?
Yeah, maybe.
Definitely?
I just forgot
Good?
the rules. What is I just forgot the rules like.
The rules?
Yeah.
Alright, so when adding and subtracting, just real quick crash course. When adding and subtracting, right, you have, let's say if you have -2 minus 4, right? That's the same thing as you saying -2 plus a -4. Be clear, when dealing with order of operations, combining your like terms, because you will be doing this, your negative sign and your subtraction sign, they both go hand in hand, okay? Negative sign and the subtraction sign go hand in hand. So, when you see -2 minus 4, that's just like saying -2 plus a -4, all right? You add them together. What's
6?
Huh?
-6.
-6, there you go, all right? So, you have -6, -6. They both equal that, all right?
Have you heard the keep, change?
Keep, change? Yes.
Keep, change.
You're not really gonna be, that's mainly Algebra 1, keep, change, flip, whereas like you just change your negative to a positive, but we're gonna go over that. We don't have to. Yeah, another one, if you have -2 plus 4.
Whatever the bigger number is, subtract.
There you go, all right, whatever the bigger number is, you subtract that. That's just like saying 4 minus 2, okay? When you have -2 plus 4, that's just like saying 4 minus 2. What's 4 minus 2?
2.
There you go, right? 2, all right? And the same rule applies if it was written like this. If you have 2 minus 4, that's just like saying a -4 plus 2, okay? You still, when you're taking the difference, what does the difference mean? When you take the difference of something, you're subtracting it, okay? When you subtract them from each other, you take the larger of the two. The larger of the two, you keep its sign. The answer keeps its sign. So theoretically, on a number line, which you all will get to, this 2 is larger than the 4. But for the equation purposes, which of these is the larger number?
4.
The 4, right? And so therefore your answer will have what sign?
The negative sign.
A negative sign, all right? So you're taking the difference, so therefore this will be what kind of 2?
-2.
A -2, okay?
Isn't it different when you multiply though?
Yes, it is. And I'm about to draw that for you, all right? So, multiplication and division. Everybody here has done a multiplication grid before, right? Yeah, everybody here has done a multiplication grid. Well, this is a multiplication grid dealing with multiplication and division, okay? Multiplication and division, where you have the plus, the minus, the plus, and the minus, okay? When you have a number that's multiplied or divided by, when you have a positive that's multiplied or divided by a positive, what do you get? A positive. Good job. Boom. When you have a positive that is multiplied or divided by a negative, what do you get? Negative. Okay? A negative that's multiplied or divided by a positive is what? Negative. And a negative that's multiplied or divided by a negative is a what? Positive. That's it.
Yeah, I got the times and plus the negative.
This chart right here encompasses all of the positives and the negatives dealing with integers when you're multiplying or dividing. This chart right here, okay? That's it. Everybody good? Great. That's my lesson. Now I'm about to pass out a worksheet. And here we go. Now, on this sheet of paper right here, this is the paper where all of us have the same questions. If you look on the back, you got the answers, okay? I'm gonna hold y'all's hands when it comes to this. Yes, I said that. Pause. Anyway, number one, all right? And make sure you keep your notebooks out while doing this, because I'm gonna add to y'all's notes, just so that I can show examples. Was good.
Why did you want to put the answers on the back?
Because the next papers that I pass out, it's going to be the same kind of paper, except all of y'all are going to have different questions on it, and the answers are going to be on the back like this, so that when you take this home, when you do this, you can double check your work. Because I'm not going to go home with each and every one of you peeking over your shoulder, making sure that you're doing it right. You know what I'm saying?
You're not gonna have.
So, when you get done with how you do it, when you get done with it, you check your work on the back. Did I get the right answer for number 2? Did I get the right answer for number 3? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So let's look at number 1, right? Number 1, we have n minus 5 plus 6 is equal to a negative 3. N minus 5 plus 6 is equal to a negative 3.
Don't we do like
Now, you said what?
Don't we do like terms first?
What's the first letter?
N.
Not Ed. Starts with a C. Starts with a C.
So what are you talking about?
He said like terms. Combine. CLT. CLT. Combine
Like terms.
like terms.
But no, it's CLT.
Okay?
Chicken left.
Combine like terms. Alright? And what are our like terms right here?
5 and negative 3.
Good job. We have this negative 5 and this positive 6 right here on the same side of the equal sign. Okay? We have that negative 5 and a positive 6 on the same side of the equal sign. You only do combining like terms when your terms are on the same side of the equal sign. Same side. So therefore, we're just going to either add or subtract them together. All right? Obviously, they both have different signs, so we take the...
Bigger number.
Yes, we take the difference. Bigger number, right? So, what's negative 5 plus 6, or 6 minus 5? 1. So we have n, and what kind of 1 is it?
Plus.
Good job. It's a plus, equal to a negative 3. How are we going to get that n by itself?
I just subtract 1.
Why do we subtract the 1?
Because you're trying to get n by itself.
Good job. Yes, but...
You have to balance the scale.
Yes, because that 1 is a positive.
You have to balance the scale. You have to do what one side, you have to go to the, on the other
Good
side.
job. You subtract the 1 because this 1 right here is a positive, okay? So, sometimes you gotta let people know. I tend to explain why a lot, all right? This is what I learned from Virginia, okay? Math teachers in Virginia, or pretty much all the math teachers on the East Coast, we explain why on a daily basis. If you have a math teacher that's explaining why, who isn't explaining why on a daily basis, they're not doing their job. Hello.
It's n equals negative 4.
No. Neta.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Conrad.
I'm ready to do most of
Okay.
So it's
Yes.
and equals everything.
Thank you.
I will remember you.
So. Oh. Hold on.
Take your time.
Take your time.
You know where it's at, right? Back cabinet, 5 or 6 spiral notebooks, I don't know. So, back cabinet, he said. I don't know which back cabinet it is. But we subtract the 1 right here, right? What you do on one side, you must
Do on the other side. So
do
it's
on the other
-4.
side. So, -1, boom. N is equal to, now you have -3 minus 1. What is that? -4. Okay?
Cuatro negativo.
Cool?
Yeah, cool beans, cool beans.
Cool beans. All right?
Later, shit.
Which? I'm sure your CLT up.
Now,
The chicken was-
now what I need for y'all to do is circle your answers, okay? Make sure you always circle your answers, please, please, especially those of you who are watching at home. Please circle your answers, okay? Yeah, I'm talking to them. They're gonna be watching this later. Anyway,
Chicken loves the milk.
number 3. Number 3, you have
7K plus 3.
7.
-5 plus -5 equals
7 plus 3.